The human body is made of small little living units known as cells. And there's an awful lot of them. There's approximately 100 trillion cells in the human body, constantly producing more. Some of them are dying, some of them are being recreated, you see, through a very integral process. And throughout the body, where we have these stem cells, we have cells that are part of the bone, part of the skin, part of the brain, part of the nerves, part of the heart, circulatory system, part of the reproductive system. And throughout these cells, stem cells can give rise to any of the cells in the body. Little type of stem cells. Now, one type of stem cell here, that when the egg meets with the sperm, then a type of stem cell is created that is known as the zygote. Now, this zygote is also what we know as a totipotent stem cell. It can be used to make placenta, it can be used to make baby, etc. But as a stem cell, now how does the body know to make what it needs to make? You see, now the process starts to happen of the blastocyst. And stem cells are being created, and basically this type of stem cell is known as an embryonic stem cell, and it's pluripotent, meaning it can make any cell in the body, but not the placenta or the umbilical cord, etc. We can also find stem cells in adult stem cells. Now they occur at different places, and they even occur in the skin. We will find that not all the cells are stem cells, but there's a group of them. There can be stem cells inside the skin, and these stem cells are known as multipotent. They can create certain things, not everything, and they're used mostly to help make skin cells. They will reproduce, but they can be driven to make other types of skin cells, other types of cells, based on the information that is sent to them through the information matrix. The information is definitely of an electromagnetic nature. With the right information, that multipotent stem cell can be produced and stimulated to become a regular stem cell, a pluripotent stem cell, which could go anywhere in the body. This is based on the communication that is happening from the electromagnetic radiation as to what the body really needs. Modern science has been looking for the chemical reactions, but really there is a photonic reaction, a visible light for the mitoses and also infrared light that helps to guide these cells into the proper perspective so that they will make the correct cell. This is an information process. These cells are basically in communication through an electromagnetic connection, very much like your telephone. This allows the entire body to have a harmony. The entire body has a coherence. Everybody has their own signature. And it's the cell membrane and the mitochondria and the nucleus. All of these factors are there to help come together to make the DNA receive the information and be able to correct the problems that have happened. Even aging with the telomere shortening. What we think is useless infrared body heat, much of that is actually a coherent radiation that helps to affect the different cells and produce reactions as they communicate to tell the stem cell what it needs to develop into. This entire radiation circles through the body and allows us to communicate from cell to cell, person to person, throughout the entire society, through society, and all through the idea of a communication of energy. This is the idea of life. Life has a neg entropy, a process that resists thermodynamic decay. Thermodynamic decay is the laws of death. Inside the test tube we have the laws of death. It's not alive. To be alive, things have to be reproducing and metabolizing, like life does, like cells do. If if it doesn't metabolize and reproduce on its own, then it's not quite a living being. Viruses are not quite a living being, is that they don't reproduce on their own. Now the cells, which do, and the body, which has life, has to have a way of communicating this energy into different parts. And the electromagnetic radiation, the same way we use telephones to communicate, is how the cells communicate. With an understanding of electromagnetic radiation, we look at a new type of stem cell therapy. We can start to understand that by using the proper energetic fashion to measure the body electric, measure the body energetic, we could find out what the problems are. Like, say, with leukemia, where in the disease state, the person is making abnormal white blood cells. Stem cells are being used improperly. But this can be then corrected if we start to use an energetic fashion to develop the healthy white blood cells and to develop a healthy system. A healthy system that can be then utilizing and stabilizing the energy. It is the energy that guides these processes to receptor sites. And by stabilizing the basic energy, we can start to get a harmonious body electric. If we can start to reduce the causes of disease, we can then stimulate the factors of energy to help to destroy the disease-causing agents, to detect the intruders, to stabilize them. This is the process of immunity, to build up the immunity, and the immunity is a factor of electromagnetic communication. These things have energy. They are part of a balance, and if we can restore the balance, we could start to see how we could stimulate stem cells, stimulate different parts of the immunological process, and the electrical process of the body electric can come to harmony and come to fulfillment as we start to get into the harmonious factors of the body and build for health. Yes, cells communicate with electromagnetic radiation. And we've developed the Ductor miracle device now to be able to help to balance and work with your stem cells. Let's watch a little bit about how.
Hello everyone, we are going to take a look on how to access the stem cell stimulation program in the 2016 version. We have started the program, had the 25% device recognition panel. We are entering the password as usual, following the normal steps. 0210. Moving on to demographics, selecting the patient data. We are then continuing with the calibration. When calibration is finished, we are not going to go to home use or do the EEG for now. We are going to proceed with the test. When the test is ready, we go to Programs, Dark Field Analysis, and there we have two therapies. One of them is the Eductor or Sciopulse for immune stimulation and blood cleanse, and the Eductor Sciopulse for stem cell stimulation. This is an AFE therapy that we start by clicking on it. We have a message that we click OK on, a disclaimer, and then we start the stem cell stimulation from the gray panel below, and we can see how the rectification goes up right here. When rectification has reached 100, as you can see right here, we can either let it run so we get into a deeper tissue level with the treatment, as you see quantum resonance biofeedback deepening, or we can end the stem cell stimulation like all of the other AFE therapies by clicking on the End Stem Cell Stim. After that, we click on Close, and the therapy has finished.